Hi, Virgo, and welcome to your reading. Virgo, thank you for all the love and support you've been showing the channel. I really do appreciate it. Okay, Virgo, let's get started. Okay, Virgo, this reading is about something that may be going on within it, in some part of your life. And then I'm going to ask questions about how to navigate it, what energies to embody to kind of get the results you want. Based off these two cards, Virgo, I got, this is the Enchanted Map Oracle. I got number 15, which is a 6, one ring circus. Sorry if you guys can't see it. I'm trying to fix it a little bit. Okay. And then I got Spark 34. This is the one that came out of the deck. Okay. So Virgo, you could be in a process of a new beginning with these two cards. And the divine is saying like it's very imperative or important for you to, oh, Virgo, let me tell you something before I get started on your reading. I started basing my readings more about like manifestations and blockages and how to change the energy because it's something that, I went through for a while where I kind of lost everything. So I use tarot as a means to kind of improve my life. And that's where a lot of it comes from. Okay. Like every step of the way, literally a few times a day, I would use tarot to kind of monitor my energies, and I just learned a lot through the whole process and start gradually seeing my life get better and better. So that's why I do tarot the way I do it, so I can like help those who are experiencing those blockages, whether it be love or finances, anything. Okay, Virgo. But let's get back to the message. Okay, with one ring circus and spark, you could be embarked thinking about getting a new job, or the divine is saying that it may be time for you to, or this could be like a new relationship. It's just some type of spark, something that you're passionate about, or that could be coming in that could really take you a long way. Okay. But it's saying that right here with the one ring circus, it's important at this time for you to be independent because and be more discerning with partnerships. If this is something in a business aspect or relationship, because people may not have the resources you have, but eventually you'll come into a time where you'll build those relationships where people can give as much as you can give, Virgo. And just like it's interdependent relationships where they give as much as you guys are on the same page. But they're saying, the divine is saying right now is important for you to kind of work through the energies or like work on something alone. Okay. And so, Virgo, I asked, like, what energy do Virgo can embody to achieve this? And I got the rabbit in the reverse. Okay, so the rabbit in the reverse is the rabbit upright is afraid of everything. So the only message I really got from this is to not be afraid, of this new beginning or just going at this alone. Because with these two cards, it speaks of having the wisdom, the knowledge, like to do this on your own. Like everything you have, like everything you need for this, you have it already. So there's no need to be afraid or a little antsy, and don't speak. Also with this coming up in reverse, like don't speak of this situation or whatever this is in a negative way or something, like saying, oh, something bad is going to happen. You might not do that for some of you, but this is, with this coming out in reverse, it does speak of someone who constantly tell themselves, well, upright, someone who constantly tell themselves like something bad is going to happen, that type of energy. And with it coming out reverse, just make sure you think positive of this new spark, because this meant to take you a long way. Excuse me for the smacking, y'all. All right, let's get some cards. I already shuffled all the decks already, Virgo, so let's get started. Two more times. Oh, and this is a 6, this is a 7. So this is like whatever happened in the past, this signifies to me that you are moving forward your path, like in a good way, if you were questioning that. Look at that. You have judgment, and that's that discerning. And this could also be in love, especially with the King of Cups coming out. Or just learning how to like lift yourself up in times of when you feeling like you just not feeling good with the way things are going. Let me see if I can move this down a little bit so you can see the rest of the cards. God, I would have to do a lot. Hold on, let's see. And then we have the Death card under Judgment. the Sun under the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups under the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Three of Wands underneath the Four of Wands. I mean, the Four of Pentacles, excuse me. And at the Magician for your overall energy. Okay, Virgo. These two cards is my two cards of like the Phoenix rising to me. So it's like it's a lot that you lost or you had to shed away from the past. And the divine is saying like now it's time for renewal from those energies. Like a lot that you have lost, it's time for you to get those things back in a better way. And that's what this spark is. So the divine wants you to come at this in a more optimistic way, especially with the sun being here, feeling more optimistic. Also with the sun being there, kind of pay attention to like the emotions you have. I feel like your emotions on your masculine side is very like stable, grounded, but you had to do a lot of changing with your feminine emotions. Like, how can I put this? Like sometimes when things wasn't working out, your emotions probably went all over the place. And this was just nurturing yourself internally versus the external. So you more of a person, those coming to this reading is more of a person where they can give a lot of love. But then when it comes time to love themselves, they kind of like, how can I put it? It's time, like when it comes to nurturing your own emotions, you may have had a lot of trouble with that. But with the Wheel of Fortune, just know that all those internal emotions that you've been going through, you can experience a change. And it was destined to be this way. Like everything you went through taught you how to like make yourself happy within, okay? And then also, I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, you're going to be very happy if you go towards this new beginning. So if you get an idea or just some type of spark in your head, like, oh, I should do this or go for this, or maybe I should apply for a better job, roll with that, whatever it means to you. Or if there's a new relationship, because this card speaks of that, and we do have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, then, allow it to like flow naturally, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Because I feel like a lot of toxic relationships you had in the past, those are wiped away, or just like it's a form of change in the relationships you had. That is in the cards a lot, okay? And a lot of things that I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles, a lot that was holding you back and you were kind of waiting for that change. Now is the time. It speaks of that with these two cards. So now it's the time for you to move forward and take action. There's no more waiting, because this is about whatever you want to manifest in your life, okay? And a lot of seeds that you may have planted that was disappointing in the past that you had to heal from. And this could be, when I say seeds, just a lot of things that you put a lot of effort towards in the past, maybe didn't turn out the way you wanted to, but now you're in a place where you can use this, like you can plant better seeds for yourself and they're going to come out. And also remember that you're co-creating with the divine right now. So the divine is coming in to help you, especially with the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. So you're in a place, you got a lot of major arcana here. You're in a place now to where you can literally create the life you desire. Let's see what you should surrender to kind of help you move forward. Messages, what should Virgo surrender? There you go, unhealthy relationships. So some of your relationships, and then you have natural world at the bottom. So getting some time out in nature. So a lot of your relationships that were unhealthy in the past, it may be a time to kind of let those go, release those people so you could bring in better relationships, people who can meet you halfway. Like this could be relationships in a partnership or something like that. But the divine is saying right now, it's time to just kind of focus on you and go it alone so you could do whatever you're trying to manifest. It could come in properly the way you want it to, okay? Okay. Have a little patience and anything. And with the illumination, I feel like it's saying that anything that's unclear is finna be illuminated. So if you have certain questions about how things going, where is it going, or just something that you're not clear about, then the divine is coming in to illuminate that so you could be more, like you can see where you want to go, especially when while you manifesting, okay? Any questions, any doubt, any fears, like especially with spark. So pay attention to your intuition. I feel like a lot of this gonna come intuitively, but then also pay attention to what keeps showing up. Like say you line or anything like that, pay attention to what shows up, because you can have a lot of answers that way to your questions. Even if somebody just talking or something like that. Look at that. Purification, activate vibrant life force. So I feel like things are finna get better with that card. Like a lot is purifying. Look, and then underneath the deck, you got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Don't let nothing hold you back. I feel like we come into a place where a lot of unhealthy people, a lot of unhealthy relationships, a lot of confusions, the answers is coming in, and it's going to feel uplifting to you, especially with the judgment card. Just have patience while it come. And the reason patience is beneficial is because when you impatient, you get to a place where you kind of overlooking the answers. And I had to learn that myself. So by having a little patience, I was actually able to see the answers when they came my way, versus me being like, it's not being something I want to hear or something like that, or just not the way I want to hear it. Then I'll kind of overlook it. Then now, like more in the future, I look back at that and go back to even some readings or videos that I used to watch, and I look at it more different. It's because now I learned to develop more patience with myself and just the process. Okay, Virgo, that's the message I have for you. I hope it helps. Bye.